I grew up watching science fiction movies, and today, Review Lens looks at Rollerball, a flick that showcased the great James Caan and made a ton of money. Give me 5 minutes and you'll see what I mean. Rollerball isn't about sports. It's about what happens when corporations replace governments and violence replaces voting. Norman Jewison's 1975 film presents a future where war has been eliminated because corporations gave humanity something better to watch, a game where men on roller skates and motorcycles beat each other to death for points. The scariest part isn't the violence, it's how normal the boardroom meetings feel. James Caan plays Jonathan E., and that initial matters. He's not Jonathan Edwards or Jonathan Ellis. He's been reduced to a first name and an initial, like a product code. He's the greatest rollerball player who ever lived. 10 years with Houston, the face of the energy corporation. He's also 40 years old in a game designed to kill you by 30. His existence is becoming inconvenient. The game itself is brilliantly simple. Teams skate around a bank track trying to deposit a steel ball into a goal, while opponents try to stop them with fists, elbows, and eventually death. The rules are deliberately complex and constantly changing. That's the point. The corporations can change the rules whenever they want. Here's the setup. Jonathan has become too popular. In a world where corporations preach conformity and replaceability, he's become irreplaceable. John Houseman plays Bartholomew, an executive who explains this with the patience of someone teaching economics to a child. Heroes suggest individuals matter. Jonathan needs to retire, and he refuses. In this flick, there are no countries, just corporate zones. Energy Corporation runs Houston, Transport runs Pittsburgh, Food runs Chicago. Books don't exist, they've been digitized and edited, with information disappearing whenever it becomes inconvenient. When Jonathan visits a library, the computer has conveniently lost the entire 13th century. It was misplaced, the librarian explains. The 3 game sequences escalate brilliantly. The first is brutal but recognizable as sport. By the second, the rules have changed. No penalties, no substitutions. The third game has no time limit. It continues until the corporation decides it's over. Jewison shows us the logical endpoint of entertainment as control. The crowd doesn't care who wins. They just want blood. The great actor Ralph Richardson appears as a librarian in Geneva, keeper of the world's last books, drunk and magnificent. He tells Jonathan that knowledge has been centralized for efficiency, but also admits he can't remember what he's supposed to know anymore. It's a beautiful scene about the death of learning, played between 2 men who know something precious has been lost but can't quite name it. The film's masterstroke is making Jonathan's rebellion entirely personal. He doesn't speechify about freedom or democracy. He never articulates a political philosophy. He just won't quit playing a game because someone told him to. His revolution is refusing to be retired. It's the smallest possible rebellion, and therefore the most dangerous. The violence escalates mathematically. First game, 3 deaths. Second game, 9. Final game, everyone except Jonathan and 1 opponent. The director doesn't glorify it. By the end, the crowd is chanting, "Jonathan!" but their faces are vacant. They're not celebrating him. They're celebrating the spectacle of survival. The corporation has won even when Jonathan doesn't lose. The ending is perfect because it solves nothing. The crowd screams his name. He skates victory laps while bodies are carted off. Bartholomew watches from his luxury box, and you can see him calculating how to use this, how to spin it, how to make Jonathan serve corporate purposes. The games will continue. Jonathan E. got to hit somebody today, and it was glorious. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this movie as much as I did. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more James Caan movies. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more movie comparisons, retro reviews, and all things film. And as always, see you on the next one. Save us a balcony seat and extra butter on the popcorn, please.
You know how the game serves us. It has a definite social purpose. Nations are bankrupt, gone, no poverty, no sickness. Man has accomplished what he'd always craved. Corporate society was an inevitable destiny, the good life, a centuries-old dream.